Hi everyone, it's Crystal and my little girl Putian and we want to talk to you today about having a yard sale. Is that right, girl? Spring, summer, fall, or winter, doesn't matter. Yard sales are a great way for you to repurpose the things that you have that you no longer need for other people who may need what you have. So yard sales are great ways to pass that stuff along to other people while you make a little bit of money in the meantime. So we are going to have a yard sale at church. We have one every year. And this year I wanted to make some new signs just to kind of advertise the yard sale the day of the event. We have a lot of advertising that has already gone out, but I just wanted to kind of create some signs that say that the yard sale is happening today. And I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. And they have a space down here at the bottom where you could put the date if you wanted to, and then there's an arrow, and then you can fill in this line down here to, you know, indicate. There's a dash line at this side as well to indicate which way, you know, to go for the yard sale. Well, the problem with the arrows down here, if you use a Sharpie, is that, you know, they wear off. They don't last very long. And you can see here, as I was trying to color it in a little bit darker, that the marker starts to smear, and that doesn't work very well. So I've come up with another way to do that. Make sure this is the right one. And I wanted to show you that today, how to make that nice, bright, bold arrow there on the end, okay? So let's go over some of the supplies that you're gonna need today. You're going to need, of course, your yard sale signs, whether you get them at the Dollar Tree or, you know, make your own, that's up to you. I also got some of these sticky letters from the Dollar Tree, and that's what I used to write out the word today. I'm also going to be using some Scotch electrical tape. Comes in this cute little container. It's just black, very sticky electrical tape. Also a great thing to keep in your emergency kit, but that's a different video. I'll link that above. Let's see, what else am I gonna need today? Oh yes, just a minute. I'm going to need some kind of ruler that I can cut with, and my trusty X-Acto knife kit, which is probably 50 years old. But it just contains a really nice X-Acto knife, like that, okay? All right, so let me get my workspace set up and I will show you really quickly how I make these great arrows for these yard sale signs. Okay, so you guys know here at A Crystal Clear Life, I focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. One of the reasons that I wanted to make these yard sale signs that just say today rather than a specific date is so that I can use them year after year as we have our yard sale event at church. Therefore, making my life simpler, because then all I have to do is store them and remember where they are. So today we are going to focus on creating this nice point down here at the bottom of our arrow. So you see I have this one finished already, and this one is finished already. This yard sale sign, I ran out of things to say today, so I thought, well, I'll try now with some color, but I still have the arrow at the bottom. And this is the one that I still have Sharpie on that we need to fix today, okay? All right, so I'm gonna lay that to the side. What I did to make those nice sharp arrow points is I used this Scotch Plus 33 electrical tape. And what I did is I took a piece of the tape, and I have my cutting mat here that usually I use for fabric, but it works well for other things as well. And I am simply going to lay down a section of tape, grab my X-Acto knife blade and trim it off. It does not have to be perfectly straight because we are going to trim up these ends. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a second piece and I'm going to overlap it just slightly. You can see right here, there's probably 1/8 of an inch of overlap there. And again, I'm just going to cut that off. There we go. So you can see that that's just barely overlapped there on the side. And then I am going to take my ruler and I am going to lay it so that the point of the ruler is at the top of this tape here. Let me move this up just a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. I am going to take the point of my ruler and I'm going to make sure that it is on the edge of the tape, like so. And I'm going to hold that down and I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I am simply going to cut away the excess tape, like so. Okay. Then I can go in here with my X-Acto knife and lift up the pointy arrow. And you see, because I overlapped my two pieces of tape, that they are holding together nicely. And there we have our point. Now let's get that on the sign. So here's our sign. And we'll line that up like that. Rub it down good. Get out any air bubbles that might be in there. And there you go. Yard sale today. And that great arrow points the way. Anyway, I just wanted to share really quickly with you today how I went about fixing up these yard sale signs so that I can use them over and over again in the future. And I think this electrical tape is going to hold up a lot better than that Sharpie. Anyway, here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. Until next time, okay, bye. Sorry about that. Cat emergency. Are you okay, Putian?